In this video, I'm gonna be explaining to you guys exactly how you can make $10,000 per month in take-home profit as a growth operator. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with exactly what a growth operator is and what exactly their roles are, I actually have a video I posted about 2 weeks ago explaining step-by-step exactly what a growth operator is and what their role is. So again, if you're not familiar with the business model itself, go ahead and watch that video and then come back to this one. But just for a little social proof, just to prove to you guys that I'm not some random kid yapping on the internet talking about $10,000 per month. My biggest community right now that I'm running is on track to do $100,000 this month. Last month, in the month of February, I actually won the school games. We got 8th place out of 10. About to go fly out, meet Alex Hermosi, Sam Ovens, do their little mastermind event, shoot some content. And on top of that, if you guys watched my last video, I took a very, very small creator with only 7,000 followers on Instagram to $20,000 our very first day launching his community. And I documented the whole entire thing from start to finish. I leaked all my systems, I leaked all my pre-drop systems just to show you guys in real time that I'm not a fake guru. I really make all my money doing this. And again, I'm not some random ass little kid yapping on the internet. So yeah, man, I mean, I've been making 5 figures a month for some time now as a growth operator. I can confidently say that this business model has genuinely, seriously changed my life. Like, I moved into a penthouse. Actually, this isn't even my crib right here. This is my friend's crib, but we live in the same building, so same shit. Just a few months ago, I was a broke ass college dropout, living in my parents' house, not making a lot of money, trying to figure out how to make things work. And yeah, now we're here. So just to make things extremely clear before I get into this business model is not a get rich quick scheme. And just like every other business model on earth, you have to genuinely put the hours in, put the time in, and genuinely get good at what you're doing. This is not a money glitch. This is not the fucking ATL money glitch. You have to get good at what you do. I know this business model is trending right now. It's up and coming. It's popping off a little bit now, and everyone wants to hop on this wave because they think it's the new best thing. But the reality is, this business model is no better than every other business model that's been on the internet for 5-10 years. It's just new and has a name, so everyone wants to hop on board. But with that being said, the one super overpowered thing about this business model that is extremely great is that you only need one single client to change your life. It's not like SMMA where you need 10 clients to hit 20K a month. You need 5 clients to hit 5K a month. You need one single client, and you take a rev split of whatever you make. And those numbers can get really big. Like I said, my biggest community is on track to do $100,000 per month. And trust me, I used to run a UGC and Facebook ads agency. I was doing that for a while. I had some success with it, but the constant churn of clients was literally too much for me. I couldn't keep signing new clients and losing clients and signing new clients and just being on that fucking hamster wheel. So with everything I've learned so far, managing big communities, managing big creators, small creators, here are the 4 main things that I think it takes to get to $10,000 per month as a growth operator. So obviously you can't do anything without a client. Your very first step is to land a good creator. A lot of people, when you get into this, including myself, think that anyone with a bunch of followers is gonna be able to print money. It's just not the case. I've worked with creators that have millions of followers that can't sell shit, and I've worked with creators, like in my last video, that have 7,000 followers and can make 20K in 24 hours. So at the end of the day, it's really about who you partner up with and the niche they're in. And one very big piece of advice I have for you guys is to not agency style this business model. So a lot of you guys, a lot of people that follow me on Instagram, I see they try to make an agency out of being a growth operator and, work with 3-4 creators. And I really think that is absolutely retarded. You guys should really be locking in with one creator and getting all your fundamental skills down before you start branching out and doing other things with other creators. You're gonna have way too much going on having multiple creators, and you're not gonna be able to hone in and actually lock in on skills that you need to be able to scale a community. Most of you guys are taking on 2-3 creators when you haven't even scaled a single community to $10,000 a month. And just so you guys know, your first creator that you ever work with, there's about a 99% chance that that creator is going to be dog shit. But the good thing about that is it gives you an opportunity to fuck up and fail, because they're not gonna be able to sell that much anyway. You can really play around with things and learn things really quickly when you have a shit creator. Having a shit creator in the beginning is honestly a blessing. Probably even your second, your third, maybe even your 4th creator will probably still be shit. For me, it took 2 whole communities before I found a creator that I popped off with, and that's the community I'm now on track to do $100,000 a month with this month. So in the beginning, take who you could get, lock in with them, learn your skills, and then once you have a little bit more credibility and understanding what you're doing, then you can start reaching out to better creators and better niches that can actually sell, and then you can actually make a lot of fucking money with. And as far as outreach goes, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I'm some outreach god and you should do this outreach method and this outreach method and this one works and this one doesn't. To be 100% transparent, I got in the growth operating game fairly early, so my outreach was a lot easier. There wasn't a million people reaching out to everyone, but I do have a little bit of sauce. If you're in my Telegram, you know this, the loom method plus the story swipe up method. I'm not gonna get too into outreach right now, but if you're in my Telegram, you know, you know. So here are a few things that you need to look for in a creator to be able to tell if they're gonna be able to make money or not, and if they're gonna be able to sell this community. The very first thing I look for when working with a creator is, have they sold to their audience before? Have they sold merch before? Have they sold a community in the past? Have they sold a Discord? Have they had success affiliate marketing for brands to their audience? If their audience has already purchased stuff from them in the past, you know that they will do it again, and people trust them enough to put money into what they're saying. Another amazing thing you could do to tell if a creator will be able to sell the community is check their DMs. Now ask them, what do their DMs look like? Are people constantly asking for tips and tricks on that certain topic that they teach? Do people ask them for mentorship all the time? Those questions are really good indicators that people are going to be wanting to buy this community when it releases. Another big piece of advice is figuring out what offer will work for each creator. Now, typically, the rule I like to go by is smaller creators typically want to go with a higher ticket route, and bigger creators who have tons and tons of engagement and followers and traffic through to their page, you can get away with selling a lower ticket offer and still do those big numbers. All right, the second biggest takeaway is having good pre-drop systems. Now, if you watch my last YouTube video, I leaked all the pre-drop systems I used to get from $0 to $20,000 in one day with a small creator. But honestly, it's a really simple principle. The second you lock in with a creator and decide you guys are gonna build something out, typically that time period will be 2, 3, maybe even a month before that community launches. The second you guys sign that agreement, you need to be collecting leads, collecting emails, collecting phone numbers, however way you can. Whether that's through an email list, whether that's through an SMS list, whether that's incentivizing them to join those lists with some type of free something. You have to start collecting these people who's in their DMs contact info, because these are the warmest leads and you don't want to lose their contact, because when that community rolls around, you want to be able to hit them and say, hey, this is available, come buy it. Again, if you watch my last video, I break it down step by step and show you guys exactly in live time what I was doing. The third main takeaway I have to get to $10,000 a month as a growth operator is to actually have an engaging community. If people buy the community and they see people aren't active and people aren't engaged with it, and people aren't really vibing with the community, then they're not gonna pay again next month, and they definitely won't purchase the higher ticket option. The second they join the community, they need to see people being super active, people enjoying the community, people being super incentivized to get things done. So either they'll renew their membership for the next month, or they'll purchase the higher ticket option, which I'll get into in a second. The way you can make your community super engaging is really simple. All you need to do is find prizes that will incentivize people to be super active in the community. If you guys haven't used School before, school.com, the platform that I host all my communities on, they actually have a ranking system and they show you exactly who is the most active in the community. So what we do in my communities is I put 30-day prizes for everyone who joins the community. So the top 3 at the end of each month, hence the people who are the most active, the top 3 people who are the most active, they will be given prizes, whether that's cash, whether that's one-on-one calls with the creator. There's so many different things you could do, but the most important thing is to find prizes that incentivize your niche. For example, for my clothing brand community, the people who win get cash and they get story promotion for their products from the creator. So it's really important that you figure out what your audience wants and what your community wants, and you put those and incentivize them to be super active in the community. So when people join, they see other people being active, it makes them want to be active, and then hopefully they'll purchase your higher ticket option when they see how great the community is. So the fourth takeaway I have, and it's kind of a higher level thing that I haven't really talked about much on this channel because most of you guys aren't at the stage where you can implement this yet, but it's a back-end offer. Like I was talking about in the last point, a back-end offer is just a higher ticket option that only people who join the community have access to. For example, my biggest community, it's $75 a month, and then the higher ticket option is $3,000 lifetime access. Now, I don't recommend anyone launches a higher ticket offer until about a week or 2 weeks into their community, and they make sure they have everything on the floor running and making sure their lower ticket option is super good and super sustainable and people are happy, and then you can introduce that higher ticket option. And honestly, the back end higher ticket option is what's gonna get you to those crazy numbers. You can pretty much double your front end offer. Like let's say you're making $30,000 a month from your low ticket subscription, you should be able to do $30,000 in your higher ticket option as well. A high ticket option is super essential if you wanna put those big numbers in your pocket and you wanna get to that $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month benchmark. Again, I'm not gonna go too into the back-end systems because most of you guys are probably not at that level yet, but they are super essential and I had to mention them because that's a big part about where I've gotten to where I'm at. I've gotten pretty damn good at running the back-end offers and the higher ticket options. But yeah, that pretty much sums up everything. Those are the 4 main things I think it takes for someone to get to $10,000 a month. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys don't know, I have a free Telegram channel where I send voice notes and I drop sauce all the time. I have over 1,000 people in there for some reason. It's absolutely crazy. 1,000 people listen to me talk every day. I just send voice notes. I send random sauce. I talk about random things in my life. And so far, it's been amazing. I've had some people reach out to me and say it's been absolutely life-changing, and it's amazing to hear that. So if you want to join my Telegram channel, you can follow me on Instagram and then DM me, and I'll send you the link. Or if you just want to DM me on Instagram and chop it up and connect a little bit, you could do that too. I respond to pretty much all my DMs. But again, do not DM me if you do not follow me. I do not respond to people's DMs that do not follow me, because like, why the fuck would I? I don't know. Again, if you want to join that Telegram, follow me, then DM me. I'll send you the link. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.